Yellow Jacob. And today, figure I quick jump on and do a preview on the Minnesota Vikings Week 16 matchup. So without further ado, let's get into it. So yeah, the Minnesota Vikings will be taking on the New York Giants in the regular season finale at US Bank Stadium. So let's go ahead and dive into it. So yeah, like I say, the Minnesota Vikings clinched the NFC North last Saturday, which, well, as a Vikings fan, at the very least, helps settle the nerves a little bit knowing that we're in. But also makes me scared as hell as well, just because, I don't think I need to tell you just how inconsistent this team is. This team has been playing with fire a lot this year. And even to this day, I still don't know what to think of this team. Just being honest here. Because the defense... the defense still scares me. I mean, to be fair, though, I think the defense is going to be what it is for the rest of the year here. Whether or not it's sustainable, I highly doubt it. But, again, we're pretty much dealt with the cards we're dealt with. I mean... they've got some studs on offense. I don't know if you've noticed this, but Danny Dimes has been pretty damn good this year so far, all things considered. Daniel Jones, I should say, for those of you who may or may not know. They've really been getting it done with not a lot of big-name receivers. Like, I think Richie James is probably one of their bigger receivers. Kenny Golladay has been an afterthought. Saquon Barkley has been, a stud and a half this year. At least when he's been healthy. I know that's been a big bugaboo of his, is just staying healthy. But it is what it is. I mean, we all know, injuries are a big part of this game. And somehow the Giants are still right in the thick of the playoff chase. So, I mean, credit to them. I don't think anyone thought that going into this season. Their defense has been good. They've done enough to, win some tight games just like the Vikings have, but again, I don't think it's very sustainable. But again, I mean, coming back to the Vikings here, how the hell is this team doing this? Like, how is this team this team? Like, Jesus. I mean, I get it, 11-3 is nothing to sneeze at here. We won 11 games, but how many of those games, it's just like, and that's why as a Vikings fan, this team still scares me, because you never know what you're going to get from week to week, game to game, series to series. I mean, did I mention we pulled off the biggest comeback in NFL history last week against the Colts? Yeah. Whew. Need to take a drink of water for that one. Then also the weather's just been absolutely fucking atrocious around here this week. Like, holy moly. Last few days I haven't even been able to leave home. I mean, literally everything is closing down. Like, and it's something when this area closes. Like, I mean... it rarely closes like this for weather. So, again, everyone stay safe, stay warm, and of course, probably the biggest thing, happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Hopefully, your 2023 ends up being a good year for you, this, that, and the other thing. So, anyway, just to kind of wrap this up, be kind of a shorter video this week, just because, again, it's not like, there's a lot really to preview here. I mean, the Vikings are in. We still have a chance for the 2 seed. And basically playoffs throughout, unless, we fall down and stuff like that. But, if we make it to the NFC Championship game, and it's 1v2, then we travel. But if we can keep that 2 seed, it'll be big for us. So, I mean... it is what it is. There's still a lot to play for if you're the Vikings. Obviously, it's nice to, finally have your hat and t-shirt day. So now you can put that in the back burner, put that out of your mind. You're in. Now you can experiment. Now you can try a few things. Now you can actually, figure out what you are and what you need to do. So, and also stay tuned as well, because it'll be the Whiteout game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. For the first time in Minnesota Vikings history, they'll be wearing white at home in the regular season. I think they wore white once in like preseason back in like 1969 or 1970, something like that. They've only done it like once, but yeah. And of course, it's kind of fitting with the way the weather's been around here these last few days. Probably since like the middle of December, if I'm being brutally honest with you here. But yeah, so that's another thing that'll be kind of fun to look at and stuff like that. And Kirill Kaprizov will be blowing the Gala horn to implement a little bit of Minnesota Wild thrown in there. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I will be getting back into more Minnesota Wild content eventually here. It's just, with the Vikings season and stuff like that, I kind of focus on that. And then once the Wild, basically once the Vikings are either a back burner or done for the year and stuff like that, then I try to focus more of my attention to the Minnesota Wild, just because, again, the Wild started off kind of rough this year, but they have, finally gotten some momentum, and if I remember right, are like currently 19, 12, and like 3 or something like that. So we finally found our stride going into next year. So again, stay tuned with that. But for now, I think that'll pretty much wrap up this video, and also stay tuned as well, because, well, my last reverse retro should be in within the next couple days or so, with this whole snowstorm and blizzard conditions and icy temps, like literally -30, -40 feels like. You can imagine just how much fun that is. And but again, stay safe, everybody. Hopefully everyone has a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, happy whatever you celebrate this time of year. And here's to hoping that 2023 is better than 2022. And yeah. So until we meet again, this is Jacob. Have a good day.